Hello and welcome back to my channel. So it's India versus Sri Lanka second T20I. It's just a match reaction and player rating. So Sri Lanka won by 16 runs. Sri Lanka won because of the 7 no balls that India gifted to the Sri Lankans. 7 no balls means 7 free hits. Let's start with a shortcut match review. I won't do much talk here. I've said everything in my watch along. So Sri Lanka started really well, and Yuzvendra Chahal took the most important wicket for India, early wicket, and then India came back really well. In the middle over, India came back really well, bowled really well, and after that, double wicket over from Umran Malik. After that onward, India made a big mistake. So much. So this will be a learning lesson for both Hardik Pandya, the captain, and the bowlers. Because Hardik did had a great captaincy until then. After that onward, Hardik captaincy. I think that I can talk about that captaincy all day long. Yeah, I can debate about that. After that double wicket over from Umran Malik. After that onward, I can talk about his captaincy mistake in his captaincy. So Dasun Sanaka again, but he did play well against India. He did. He always play well against India. And because of Dasun Sanaka, Sri Lanka finished really well. So India had to chase a big total of 207. So I was at least hoping that India might chase up to 180, and if if India just had to chase 180, I thought India would win this game. But anything above 180, Sri Lanka was the favorite, and they did start as a favorite. They do pick up big wickets in the power play. So they picked Tripathi, Ishan Kishan, Gill, and Pandya in the power play. So and the next was by Hasaranga. So everyone really had a shit game. I will do a player rating and player review after this. And a wonder partnership between Surya Kumar and Akshar Patel did give some hope for India, but the task was really difficult, and that's why India have to, after losing wicket in regular, maybe not in regular interval, but losing wicket so early did not help India. That was also the reason they couldn't chase down this target. And massive credit to Akshar Patel and Surya Kumar Yadav, especially Akshar. He's filling the shoes of a big man, Ravindra Jadeja, and he's doing good, pretty good, man. I'm really impressed by the improvement I have seen in his batting. He did well against Bangladesh in that second test, in second inning, second test, and right now in the first game, and right now in back-to-back games, he's really performing well as a batsman. He did started as a bowling all-rounder, and the next man was Surya Kumar Yadav. I think India are really over-dependent on Surya Kumar Yadav. That's a big concern. Surya Kumar Yadav performing is not a concern. Every time depending upon Surya Kumar Yadav is a concern, and the rest of the batsmen not performing half of Surya Kumar Yadav is a concern for Indian team and management. So that's it for a shortcut match review. Let's go back to the player rating. As an individual, as a batsman, as a bowler, as an all-rounder, it will really be a shortcut. So let's start with the openers. Both openers really did nothing, offer nothing to their team when they were chasing a big total. India did started really well in the first over. They did score 12 runs with the help of five extra runs, a wide and a bye. Had a good first over. Then Suman Gill and Ishan Kishan offer nothing. So my rating for both of them, Suman Gill, I think I will give 2 out of 10 to Suman Gill, and Ishan Kishan I will give them 2 out of 10 just because they fielded for the team. That's why I'm giving them 2 out of 10. And who was at number 3? Rahul Tripathi had a The way he started, that boundary, he just came down the track to the fast bowler to just score that boundary. The way he started, I think I was really happy to see him in the T20I. He's really a good utility batsman, brilliant fielder, and he can bat anywhere in the game, in any position in the Indian lineup. He can bat as an opener. He can bat as a number three batsman. He can bat as a number four batsman, as a five, as a six, as a seven. He can do everything. He's a brilliant fielder. He's as good as a fielder as Ravindra Jadeja or Virat Kohli, who is the yeah, he's a good fielder. So I wouldn't be too harsh on him. He did save couple of runs for India as a fielder. So I would give him 4 out of 10. This is also his debut. If this was not his debut, if he was playing his 10th game, then my review would be totally different. My rating would be totally different. So the next man who came at number 4, Surya. Brilliant batsman. What a player. What a player, man. What a player. He's the best. I think he's the best T20I Indian batsman we have seen so far since 2007 World Cup, I can say. He's as good as Yuvraj Singh in the T20I format for India. Yeah, he's as good as Virat Kohli. The impact Virat Kohli, the performance Virat Kohli has had over the years in T20I, the impact of he had the same impact as Rohit Sharma. You can name all those lists, those who have performed in the past in India, in T20s for India, is as good as a batsman as them. So my rating for him would be again 8 out of 10. Mr. Consistent so far, 8 out of 10. I would give him 8. Had he finished his job, I would give him 10 out of 10. So the next man, Hardik Pandya, another flop. So his captaincy, I think for in the power play, I was not happy with the way he start. He did start. He did start at really well in the second game. He did the first over. He lead from the front. He bowled himself. And my only concern in the power play was not giving Akshar Patel an over because we have seen even under Rishabh Pant in Delhi Capitals, Akshar Patel really do a good job in power play. We have seen him bowl good tight overs for Delhi Capitals in IPL. So he should be bowling way before in power play. He should be the second. He should be at least bowling the second over, man. Second over or even the first over. He should be bowling those kind of overs. So starting with Arshdeep, not bowling Arshdeep, not bringing Arshdeep back in the middle over, and I think the first 6 over, I was okay with his captaincy. Then he was brilliant for the next 5 or 6 overs, up to maybe 16th over when Umran Malik picked the 2 wickets. Up to then, I was really happy with his captaincy. And the last over in the Umran fourth over when he came on to bowl, he should not be bowling that over. It should be either Arshdeep or it should be Shivam Mali who should be bowling that Umran Malik over. It was 17th over, maybe 17th or 18th, I don't know. I'm not sure. That's where I think he lost. I think he lost something, and that's why India lost the momentum in the back in the rest of the overs. And after Umran bowled that over, he did concede some big runs. He did give away 18 or 19 runs. And the next over, Arshdeep ball, he also gave away too many runs. And in the final over, Shivam Mavi also gave away the runs. I just knew it. I knew it, man. Go back to my watch along at that time, and you can. I have said before, Shivam Mavi bowled the first ball of the final over. I have said this is the over Sri Lanka are going to score minimum of they are going to score a 15 runs over, and I've told that in a watch along too. So for Hardik Pandya as a player and as a captain as a bowler, I'll give him three out of 10. So the next man was Udda. He did nothing. I'll I won't talk too much about him. He's a pretty good batsman. He would be a good batsman. So I'll give him the same two or three. Had he batted the way Akhtar batted, India could be winning this game. But it is what it is. So I would give him 3 out of 10. The next is Akhtar Patel as a batsman, as a bowler, as a fielder. What a player! He's The Akshar, Washington, Sundar, these are the players India should be relying. India should be using them regularly in the T20 games. So Akshar Patel, I will give you again 9 out of 10. Brilliant performance. So who the next was? Shivam Mavi. I think he's a good batsman. Sorry, he's a good player, but he is not yet good enough to play for India. There are a lot of work to be done in his bowling skill, in his batting skill. There are a lot of work to be done. So if you are giving him chances against Sri Lanka, Bangladesh, West Indies, Afghanistan, I don't have any problem. I wouldn't mind. He is not ready to face the big guys, the Sena guys especially. And who is the next man? Yuzvendra Chahal. Oh my god. He did had a great first 3 hours, then he fucked it up in the last over, as usual. He is now started to leak big runs. So that should be a big concern for India. According to me, India should move away from him. He can have a bad day as a bowler, but he gives you nothing as a batsman. So better invest on someone like Washington Sundar. He would bowl the same way. He would give away 4 overs and he would do the same job as a bowler as Yuzvendra Chahal, but he would have a better impact as a batsman than Yuzvendra Chahal. Washington Sundar, I'm talking about. So the next game, with Shivam Mavi, Arshdeep, I don't know what the fuck was he doing today, man. I don't know what was he doing. He's not finding his rhythm yet. India lost because of that 7 no ball that they've given away. Those extra cost India really well. 7 no balls, 7 straight. So that's why India lost. So my debut for Yuzvendra Chahal, Shivam Mavi will be what as a batsman. He did well as a batsman. I will give him 4 out of 10. He is still young, so still a lot of work to be done with him. Yuzvendra Chahal again. He picked up the big wicket, so I'm giving him 5 out of 10. The next guy is Umran Malik. From all the debutants, from all the guys that are been tested by India, if anyone who should be picked for the to play against the big boys is Umran Malik. He's ready. I would rather prefer to see him in Test matches than T20I. He would have a better impact, and he would have a same kind of impact as Jofra Arthur in Test matches. I would give Umran Malik again brilliant performance today, 9 out of 10. So that's it for today. Make sure you like, share, subscribe to my channel. I will be back for City versus Chelsea watch along. Peace.